on to our last session before, before we break for lunch, we have decided to do a kind of a water side chat session where we are going to do a little bit of discussion and answer questions on centrifugal pumps. So for that, I would like to invite Mr. Sanjay Sapra, MD and CEO of Aquanomic Systems Limited. Mr. Sapra is one of the leading names in the water industry in India, and it's an honor for us to have him here. So welcome, Mr. Sapra. And if you could start.
Am I audible, Mayur?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Very well. Sorry, it took a little bit of a time for me to connect, but first of all, a very good afternoon to you, to all the participants. I'm Sanjay Sapra, Managing Director and CEO of Aquanomic Systems. I have my team here also who's going to assist and possibly try to make this presentation a little worthwhile for the audience and the participants. I quickly would like to just introduce myself and the organization, and then perhaps hand over to Devdutt Mohapatra, who is handling the pump division as our technical head, who would be too happy to take your questions and try to provide answers to your satisfaction. So I have devoted my entire life in the water treatment industry ever since I passed out in '86. Worked with a few known water treatment companies, domestic as well as multinationals, for 20 years before co-promoting Aquanomics way back in 2005. So we are about a 17-year-old organization, which is a 100% B2B company, working with various products, technologies, equipments in the business of water, wastewater, and water handling. So we basically introduced the concept of a single point resource, where we provide the entire range of products and equipments and technologies to do with water, wastewater, and water handling. In our capability, we have various tie-ups with global technology heads, global companies, and out of those is one which we would be talking today is Adelino. We have quite a few of these global associations, like association with Ion Exchange for the Indown range of products, resins, and chemicals. Membranes, Hydramem, locally manufactured, the first company to have introduced a locally manufactured membrane in the country. Many people's role, we cast the membranes, we manufacture the membranes. A concept of bolted tank from the factory, which is a tank connection, we represent from US. Chlorine dioxide, new generation disinfection systems, Squatmas from Scotland. Heating systems, Palin from Sweden, and the host of technologies in water and wastewater from Ovivo in North America. These are a few of the global leading names. And then coming to Adelino, a very well-known name in the pump industry. I would say one of the upcoming pumps, which we introduced in the country almost about 4 years ago, is a pump which comes out from Germany, having manufacturing base in Poland, Germany, as well as in China. And these pumps in various categories which we introduce in the country, from a vertical multi-stage to a horizontal multi-stage, self-priming pumps, vertical multi-stage economical series, hydropneumatic systems and tanks are what we offer in the pumps and hydropneumatic systems in the country. We continue to launch new cost-effective as well as energy-efficient pumps, and the various pumps which we have in our stable is what I will allow Devdutt Mohapatra to talk to you people and then take the questions and answers on this topic. I would just want to add one more thing here, that we are a pan-India organization with the sales and marketing offices spread across the country. And we have service center established with the test bench, both in the north in New Delhi and in the west in Mumbai, which gives us the ability to be able to provide you the desired level of services which you require. I will not take more time in the introduction. I would request Devdutt to take the audience through the question answer section. Anything else if you want to know, most welcome. And Devdutt, over to you to take the audience through the product which we have and to take the questions and answers. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you,
sir. Thank you very much.
Devdutt.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to everybody. Quickly, I will browse through our products and details. If any questions and all those things are there, they can ask later on. No problem. I'll just share my screen for the pumps. Just a second. Yeah. Are you able to see my screen, please? Hello.
Yes, yes, I'm able to see. I'm sure others are also able to see.
Okay, okay. Thank you. As sir had given earlier, we have a lot of tie-up with a lot of products and all those things. As you see, it is Indion Hydromam for membranes and all those things. And basically, I'll be talking about Adlino pumps. As sir said, it is coming from Germany. For that, I'll go through the pumps product presentation. This is our footprint, what we have, all India basis. Mumbai is the main. And Delhi is HO. And then our branch offices are all over India, Hyderabad, Kolkata, etc. And this is basically the pumps. What we have is the depiction of picture. What we do is the vertical inline pumps and suction back pull-out pumps, volute casing inline pump, hydropneumatic systems, and drainage switch pumps also. About 20 series and in our kitty in the basket. And this is the current product range what we have for our Indian market. Vertical inline pumps, which is called as BL series or BLT series. Horizontal multi-stage called as BW, that is the dome pump. BWJ is basically horizontal multi-stage, complete SS304. Then we have a self-priming pumps, that is jet series. Then economical series called as PLD series, and then hydropneumatic systems. And recently we have launched 2 pumps, that is BWI pumps, that is the small pumps, and suction back pull out, again complete SS304. And then, as I said earlier, it is completely YS series, that is end suction back pull out, sheet steel pump, complete SS304. This is the vertical inline pumps. As you see, bottoms are vertically totally. Vertically, that is end connection at the one side, and the discharge is on the exactly 180-degree opposite. That is 180 meter cube per hour and 305 meter head for a single pump. That is the head what we can do. The temperature what we can give is round about 120 degree. The maximum pressure what we can go is 305, that is 30.5 bar. pH range what we can go is 6.5 to 8.5. And very importantly, all our motors are with I2 range only. That is from 0.75 kilowatt onwards to 45 kilowatt, 60, and all those things are all I2 motors. I3 motors are also available, and if required, I5 motors are also required, is there with us. The protection and the insulation what we have is by default is IP55 and class F. If you have negative temperature, that also is possible, that we can go up to round about is basically 10 to 15 degree minus also is possible. The next is the material of construction of our vertical inline pumps. The classic, the normal ones what we use is the base is cast iron, that is the flanges, inlet and outlet, that is for industrial norm what we term it as a wetted part. Wetted part we can take it as a cast iron. Then the impeller will be SS304, chamber is 304, shaft is 304 and 316. The bush bearings, what we have is a SIC and SIC TC is also possible. And the mechanical seal, what we have is a cemented carbide, not the normal ones, that is TCTC or SIC or C carbon or something like that. Here we have got a cemented carbide, which is a special MOC for the mechanical seal, so that if suppose there is a dry running done in the suction, it can withstand the frictional heat, for the dry running protections. Then the next MOC what we have is complete SS304, that is the wetted parts also flange inlet and outlet SS304. As I said, shaft is also possible completely SS304 and 316. The third MOC what we have is complete SS316. That is also possible with complete wetted parts as 316. The normal one, what we term it as BLT. Then the next one is BL, that is complete SS304. And when we say BLS, that denotes as B, that is complete 316 MOC. Then the next one, the pump, what we have is small pump and suction back pull out, is a dome pump that is called as BW, that is horizontal multi-stage dome pump. This we predominantly use as in a pharmaceutical application, since being a dome, all the water, all the liquid, whichever is there, can be drained out whenever it is required. The flow can be around about 20 meter cube per hour maximum, and the head maximum is possible as 55, that is 5.5 kg. The power will be around about 3 kilowatt. Again, as I said to you earlier, the pH will be 6.5 to 7.5 to 8. The protection will be IP55 and class F. As I said, application-wise, we can use it in the industry as a utility pumps also, small farms also we can go for, pharmaceuticals also we can, then for chiller applications, definitely we can use these pumps. That is no problem in that. And the temperature what we can use is around about 100-degree temperature for this pump. As I said, the MOC of this pump is complete SS304. There is no at all a cast iron wetted parts in this pump. The next one what we have is similar, the flow and head and everything is the same, only instead of dome what we have is a horizontal multi-stage, wherein again wetted parts is complete SS304. This is more into sturdy, and we can use this application as a terrace booster also, chiller application also, air conditioning also we can use it. And as I said earlier, for hydromatic system also, terrace boosters or something like that, we can use it as a single pump, that is single booster, twin pump system, and 3-pump system also is possible with horizontal multi-stage. Then the next is what we have is our YS series. YS series is a new entrant of our pumps family. It is, as I said, it is completely SS304 MOC. There is no cast iron in wetted parts. That is, the volute casing is also SS304. The shaft and the impeller are also, impeller is 304. Shaft can be possible with 304 and 316. And basically, very importantly, it is with mechanical seal only. Here we have 3 things with us facility, that is monoblock, short coupled, and classic long coupled, that is with the coupling card. All those things is possible. In this, what we can go is around about 30 meter cube per hour, 100 meter cube per hour is also possible. And we can go around about 180 meter cube per hour. And the head, what we can go up to is around about 70 meter head. The temperature, what we can use is 100 degree. As I said earlier, all the motors are will be I2 and I3 application, and the protection and insulation class is IP55 and class F. As sir has given earlier, the manufacturing base is Germany, Poland, and from China also. These are the factories, as you see. For the vertical inline pumps, also we can go with hydromatic system with single VFD, multi VFD, or without VFD also. And motors, what we can go up to is for checking the connections, voltage, capacitor. This is basically for generally the troubleshootings which we can encounter for the pumps. For the pump, if not giving the flow and pressure, we can check out the inlet and outlet filters. If it is we are using as a RO application, then we have to check the inlet and outlet diameter also. If there is some abnormal sound in the pump, then we have to check again similarly inlet outlet rotation, and maybe if it is a long coupled, then check out the coupling connections also. If our motor is rotating and in wrong direction, then we have to check the electrical connections as well as whether it is a 3-phase or single phase, something like that. You have to check it out. Another thing what we can check it out, whether the bearing has any noise, this thing which is coming up, then we have to check out for the bearings also. And if it is so, then we can replace it. As with this, I complete my presentations. If any questions are there, please let us know.
So Devdatta, we have a question from Anthony Fernandez. He's saying, can
Yes,
dome
please.
pumps be used as a vacuum pump for swimming pool cleanings?
Vacuum and centrifugal pumps will be similar for that. For vacuum, the pumps are different, though they are centrifugal pumps. And as Mr. Fernandez was asking, for the swimming pool, the pumps are different, not with the dome pump. So definitely we cannot use the dome pump, vacuum and swimming. If the salinity in the swimming is what is the range for the pH and chloride content, basically that will be very important, which is conducive to our 304 MOC. That is very important. If our chloride content and all those things, sodium and all those things are very high, then there will be a pinhole on our dome, and as well as the horizontal multi-stage.
Having said that, I would just like to add that as an organization, we have a swimming pool division. We do keep pumps for the swimming pool applications, both for swimming pool transfer pump as well as for the vacuum hosing. So we have the entire range. That is the other category, economic swimming pool pumps. Thank you. Over to you, Rohit.
So Devdatta, we have a question from an anonymous attendee. He's asking, what is the definition of NPSH and when it can be used?
Okay. NPSH basically the full is net. A pump manufacturer, he gives his own graph wherever the NPSH are that is required for the pump. The graph is known and shown. So our NPSH are and available, the available and the required, the difference should be there 1.5 meter minimum. Then only then the liquid can be lifted from the sump or positive which is coming up to the impeller eye. When that is happening with this 1 meter to 1.5, then the liquid will come into the impeller eye and then it can be discharged. Otherwise, it will be very difficult.
So another question is, what are the various types of centrifugal pumps?
Basically, for centrifugal pumps, there are 3 we can take it up. One is the monoblock pumps. Second one is volute casing inline pump. Then the higher versions, what we can go up to is the split case pumps. For monoblock pumps, we can go with the flow is very small. Commercial is also very important in that. So 1 meter cube to 20, 25, 30 meter cube per hour, you can go with the monoblock pumps. When you go higher, then till 500, 600 meter cube per hour, you can use the volute casing classic and suction back pull out. And when you go higher, that is 700, 800 meter cube per hour, 1000 meter cube per hour, plus when it goes, then it is better to go with a horizontal split case pump, either horizontal or vertical, whichever is possible.
Another question we have is, when is normally vertical multi-stage pumps used?
Okay. When for vertical pumps, whenever you have a low flow and high head, that is 50 meter head, plus whenever you have that head higher, then it is better to go with vertical inline pumps. Vertical inline pumps, which is much better. Efficiency is also much better.
So Devdutt Bhushan Ketkar is asking this question. Do you have forced circulation pump for recirculating high pressure water, say 20 bar and temperature 220 degrees centigrade?
Recirculator.
Do you have a forced circulation pump for recirculating high pressure water, say 20 bar and temperature 220 degrees centigrade?
I didn't go up to around about 120 degree. Though, as he said, as Bhushan was asking, 20 bar, that is 200 meters.
Devdutt, I can't hear you. I think I missed out the last part. Ram, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I think there seems to be an issue with Mr. Devdutt's connection. Is Sanjay there? Oh, Devdutt, are you back?
I'm very much there. Can I help you?
Because I think there is an issue with Devdutt's connection. So, can I take the question with you, sir?
What was the question? Could you repeat, please?
So the question is, do you have portable submersible pumps of very small capacity?
I'm afraid at this given moment of time, we do not have a portable submersible pump. We are trying to complete that range. We are talking to our pump associate, and very soon we plan to have the portable pumps also in our range. But at this moment, we don't have.
Okay. Another question that we have, maybe you or Devdutt can take up since he's back. Question is, have you supplied pumps for seawater applications? What is the MOC?
For seawater, we can go with SS304 or 316 MOC. But as of now, we have not yet supplied the pump for that. But definitely it is possible we can do.
Okay, Mohit Bhandari, Devdutt is asking this question. Which kind of pump is useful and long-lasting for sewerage water lifting to a 22-meter height of tank?
Submersible is possible. We can go with the submersible pump. But as earlier with Kishore pumps, what we have done it, we have a slight restriction. That is the specific gravity and viscosity is a constraint for the submersible pumps. For submersible pumps, specific gravity, we can go up to round about maximum to maximum 1.07, and viscosity, we can go up to round about 5 to 7 CST.
Okay.
Without overloading the motor.
Okay. Another question we have is, when is the centrifugal pumps to be used with respective flow and head? When the centrifugal pumps is to be used with respective flow and head?
Yeah, as I said earlier, for smaller pumps, monoblock pumps, we can use, as I said, 1 meter cube per hour to 20 meter cube, 30 meter cube per hour. That is the flow. Then more than that, we can use with the volute casing inline pump classic and suction back pull out around about up to 500 to 600, 700 meter cube per hour. And then beyond that, then it is better to go with the horizontal split case.
Okay, a question from Anthony Fernandez. Anthony Fernandez again is, do you have self-lubricating or automating lubricating pumps?
Yeah, the vertical inline pumps are whenever the water is recirculating in the pump, it gives a small film on the mechanical seal. So it is lubricating on its own. So external plan 11, plan 22, etc. is not required.
Okay, Abhijit Rai Chaudhary is asking, considering the carbon percentage in SS304 and SS316, can you please clarify how these materials can handle seawater from corrosion angle?
If you are using the normal one, the carbon will be 11%. And if you are going with a higher version, that is 316, then it is better to go with 21%. And if the salinity is very more in that, then the best is 904, that is duplex stainless steel. And the last one is titanium. At titanium, we can go with carbon is around about 27%. After that, I'm afraid we don't have the pump. It is better to go with what I can say, glass line pumps. That is the best.
Masood Rana is asking, which pump is better for effluent transfer? Is it centrifugal pump or submersible pumps?
As I said, depending upon the specific gravity and viscosity, we can take it up. If it is, as I said earlier, 1.07 and something like that, then higher, then it is go with the surface pumps. Otherwise, submersible is much, much preferable.
So Maria Soriano is asking, you mentioned titanium for MOC. Is it economical?
No, it is very expensive.
So I'll take one final question from Mukesh. Normally, I don't take these questions, but the question from Mukesh is that since your pumps are manufactured outside of India, how do you keep the price competitiveness in the Indian market?
Because basically we have several tie-ups with our principals. So based on that, we have the pricing strategy taken up.
Okay, one final question from Kanu Gopal. He says, do you have slurry transfer pumps? Hello, Devdutt?
For slurry, it's fine for glass line, but yeah, able to hear, sir?
Yeah.
Internet is, yeah. As I said, if it is a slurry, then it is better to go with volute casing inline pump with rubber line or glass line. But as of now, with us, it's not possible.
So, Devdutt, this brings us to the end of this session. I would like to thank you and Mr. Sapra for taking time out of your busy schedules and, addressing the pump symposia. So very, thank you for both of you.
Thank you, sir.
This brings us to the end of the pre-lunch session at the Pump Symposia. We have had, a wonderful session with a lot of questions answered. We are going to take an 1 hour break for lunch and we are going to join back at 2 p.m. You can use the same link that you have used before to join back. And after the lunch, we have 2 technical sessions, training workshops. One is on innovative technology for drainage, dewatering and flood control in both industrial and municipal sector from Andritz. And then we have a training workshop on introduction to airlift pumps and understanding their pump curves and applications from Paul Subject from Flonergia Inc. So with that, we take a 1 hour break for lunch and we will meet again at 2 p.m.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you to everybody, to all the attendees and speakers. We will reconvene at 2 p.m.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kailash. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.